Some people have been asking, how do you start a homestead on 1 acre or less? Well, mine is only 0.13 acres, so let's go check it out. Tyrion's gonna come help us do the tour. Say hi, Tyrion. So we do have a little shed. This is storage for lawnmower, weed eater, any kind of big power tools that we use for the garden. One of the things that I learned early on was being very intentional when you have a smaller space. So my greenhouse does not have a large floor print, but it is extremely tall. I've got all kinds of planters on the outside. Most of these came from Hobby Lobby. I've got my little mini water trough that I scored from an antique store here in Oklahoma City. I've got a Sam's raised bed that I got from Sam's Club. It fell over during a windstorm, so normally you'd be able to fill this, and this little leaf would tell you when it's time to water or when it's overwatered. Ours doesn't work anymore, so I just water it on almost a regular basis. Right now I've got arugula, raspberry starts, lettuce, and marry me flowers. So my yard is broken up into sections. We've got the storage shed and concrete space. This is really convenient for whenever I'm hauling a large amount of dirt or flowers, pots, anything like that. We've got my greenhouse, which is obviously the focus. We've got a small seating area in a covered pergola. We've got a little fire pit. Our chairs are moved out right now because we just recently had a storm. I've got my cinder block garden. All of these were just sitting behind the shed, so I figured why not put them to use. I've got my water trough garden. Now this I scored from another antique store in Oklahoma City, right across from the state fairgrounds. I've got my live teepee. So right now I've got borage, blush spring peas, which are finally blooming, and also some runner beans. So the largest planting area that I have in my garden are these raised beds. Tyrion loves to walk on the bricks. Now, most of my vegetables don't go in here. Most of my vegetables go in the other beds that I showed you. I like to plant a lot of flowers here to encourage butterflies, bees, and pollinators to come by. So right now it looks like a lot of weeds, but I've got a lot of starts, including poppy, bells of Ireland, my rose bush is coming back. I've got a lot of tulips. This year they didn't really bloom, so hopefully next year. I got 3 that were huge blooms. The rest of them didn't really take off. Now this lower level though, I do have vegetables. Because this lower level is easier to reach, easier to weed, and easier to care for, I've decided to plant my vegetables here. So I still have pollinator plants over to the side of this garden in my little donkey. But I've got cayenne peppers, watermelon, which are mini watermelons, Sailor's Luck tomato, which is a beefsteak variety, and also winter squash coming up. So as you can see, my yard is not tiny, but it is not big. I've just been very intentional with the space that I've used, and I had a game plan on what areas I wanted for what kind of sun conditions each area gets, and what I would be able to plant there. So it's worked for us, and like I said, it is 0.13 acres. So if we can do it, you can too. The other part of my garden that I've utilized that most people don't is the front porch. So I do have just some regular flowers for pollinators, but in here I have a combination of flowers and glass gem corn, which is rainbow. I've got sunflowers, got some pretty ones, some Swiss chard, some drought resistant, and Ben's grandmother's rosebush. This thing gives off about 50 blooms every year, and they just get bigger and bigger.